coverage of Victory Mavs, NBA Champions 2011.
Good afternoon, John McKay, Debbie Dimon, live here at Victory Park. The picture you're seeing, of course, the Mavericks airplane bringing in our champions from the Victory in Miami.
It is so exciting. The NBA champions will be landing shortly. Here's our first player. There's the trophy.
There it is.
Mark
Cuban carrying the trophy down. And he's got a cigar, of course.
We smoke Cubans. I like that T-shirt. I saw that somewhere.
That's, I believe, his mayor, Dwayne Caraway, meeting him at the bottom of the steps right there. And we'll look behind him in just a second. That's Dirk Nowitzki carrying the MVP trophy right behind him.
Wow, look at that. Because Dirk he's so laid back, but he is so amazing, just the gentle giant. He had to even take a moment yesterday when they won just to give himself a few moments to feel this, because he said he couldn't believe it. It finally happened.
This has been a moment the people have waited for a long time in this city. Not just a victory for this team, but for any team, really. We've been looking for this for so long. As the Mavericks fans now, of course, stream across the area and now gather around the bottom of the plane.
And Jet was right behind Dirk Nowitzki. So fitting again, he had a great game with 27 points. And I love the fact they're such a class act. They are actually greeting the fans. They're not afraid to get out in this sea of a crowd here. They know that they're safe. They know that they're loved. And I just think this is great that they're given high fives. Well deserved.
There is some talk right now. We want to tell people a little bit about the possibility of a parade. We don't know any specifics about all of that yet, but as we're watching the Mavericks just getting off, Dirk, you can see him to the left of your screen signing some autographs. He has in one hand his MVP trophy. There is some talk of a parade. Not sure all that yet. We're trying to gather some details on that for you. Again, the mayor of Dallas, Dwayne Caraway, was there to greet the team as they came in, and more team members streaming off the plane right now. Now,
we did understand that from the Associated Press, a parade is planned for Dallas, and that Mark Cuban said he would actually pick up the tab because, you know, we're in a budget crunch right now. Dwayne Caraway said there would be a parade, but of course times are tight, and Cuban saying that he will pick up the tab. So we know that this is going to be a great parade, and I think that's great that they're saying, look, let us handle it. The Dallas fans have been so amazing all season long, and we did believe when people said we couldn't get past Portland. We beat Portland, then we swept the Lakers, so this was just a great way to finish it off in the Miami's house.
Colleen Coyle has been talking to some of the fans who were gathered there at the Love Field. She joins us now with more. Colleen?
Well, guys, it is just an excitement out here. They just landed. I'm joined with Gwen, big fan out here. Gwen, what does this mean to you to see them land and see the team come?
Oh, my God, this is the biggest thing since President Kennedy coming to town. Not him getting killed, but the fact that he came here. I have lived in Dallas all my life, and this has got to be one of the most exciting things sports-wise. I love the Cowboys, but to see the Mavericks come and be here and do this for the first time ever, this is absolutely amazing. And all of the people that have shown up, when I got here this morning, there was just a few of us, and now it's like
the crowd has grown.
Yeah, it has grown. This is like the number of people that was at the AAC last night where I was at the watch party.
And guys, these are diehard fans out here. There is just so much enthusiasm. Everyone wants to welcome the Mavs home. Gwen, you got your airplane out here. That's why we've been following her with this airplane. So much excitement out here. We'll be talking to more fans across the board as they are excited. You hope to get some autographs?
I hope so. At least Jet's autograph. And Dirk, I want all of them. Because they're all going to be my baby daddy before it's over with.
Whoa!
Very excited fans. This has really been a terrific day.
That's a look at some of the fans out here. I'll toss it back to you guys.
Didn't get any rest last night. They were busy celebrating last night well into the morning. A lot of folks missing work because the NBA champions have arrived. This has never happened here in Dallas. Again, a historic moment, and it's just so special to see when a lot of people doubted that they could get it done going up against the big three, but they shut them down, and they've been so humble. I love that that lady was, paying tribute to Jet. He was holy darkness. I love that T-shirt too.
Yeah, there have been a lot of signs that have been. I saw one sign that said tall, Dirk, and handsome. I think last week. We took some pictures of a number of people that came through our Victory Park studios here, but lots of celebrations from the fans. The players are gathered there with a few of the fans right now. There are that's not even a portion of the individuals that have gathered there for the players right now to greet them today. We're thinking something on the order of 2,000 to 3,000 people are there at Love Field right now.
Well, John, it's hard to see who's over here, but some of the players are walking up. Here comes the trophy right now. The players are coming up to the fence, and they are showing the Larry O'Brien trophy. The fans are going crazy here. The fans are going nuts. From our vantage point, it's hard to see the players, but I'll tell you one thing I do see is that golden Larry O'Brien trophy being held high in the air. Just take a listen to this crowd. And you know, it's not a surprise, just like the Dallas Mavericks, to be fan-friendly and to come in from after winning a championship and walk over to where all these fans are braving this heat and standing by the fence, and they're coming over and greeting the fans and showing them the Larry O'Brien trophy up close. Amazing moment here at Love Field, you guys.
I just love hearing the crowd, how they're all yelling, and it's great excitement. And Dirk is holding the trophy right now. We are told, if you can pay attention to the lower
yeah, there you go. There's the HD Chopper 8 picture. Now the fans are getting exactly what they wanted, which is they take the individual pictures with the athletes. That's in the middle of your picture. Dirk Nowitzki's got people on one side and the other side, of course, taking his photographs. And then you can see looks like some fans, and also looks like somebody's holding up a jersey or something on the back of someone right there. So this is, again, right outside Love Field, having a great time with all the fans. The Mavericks have not left. They are meeting with their fans and having just a celebration.
Oh, sure. And Dirk again telling the USA Day, I was so glad that they put them on the front, on the cover of their newspaper, that this is an indescribable moment to be on the best team in the world. He is just so gracious and so humble. I'm waiting for him to be on that Wheaties box. Look at him holding his hands up in triumph.
Yeah, there he is, making the slow walk. On the right side of your screen, the fans who could not get inside, that's Dirk holding, of course, the trophy in his right hand as he pumps it up and down. Some other fans and possibly some security folks there along with him, also probably a team photographer. But the fans had been coming in here since early this morning, hoping to see this team. Now they're getting what they asked for.
And I love the fact that he's getting so close. He knows he's safe. And this has been an unbelievable crowd as far as just how controlled they are and how composed they are. Dallas police reported only 14 arrests yesterday when everyone was out at the different parts, whether it was Greenville Avenue or here at the American Airlines Center in the Plaza. Only 14 arrests out of thousands of fans, so they've been really controlled for the most part. And that says it's a class act here in Dallas.
Yeah, I don't think, I have never thought that we'd have any kind of difficulty like they've had at some cities. People here are just, we're so excited for a win.
Sure,
That's number one, to be the champions. And again, the city has now, actually it's unfair to even say the city, all of North Texas really has embraced the Dallas Mavericks, not just for this season. I think that people appreciate how they played, how they won. If you talk to some sports experts, the indication was that most people thought on paper that Miami was the better team. And technically, I guess you could make that argument because they certainly had some talented players. But again, this is basketball, and in basketball, the five people on the court have to play together.
We played as a team, that's right. So we beat the big three, I think, just because of that reason. Dirk was unselfish. All of our best players, Jet and Berea and Kidd and Chandler, just so many selfless players that said, whoever had the open shot, let's just get it done. So since they played as a team, that's what makes it so special.
The heat has been a problem, and I'm talking about the temperature. The heat has been a very real problem for fans today who've gathered outside Love Field. In fact, when we talked earlier to George Reba and talked earlier to Steve Stoller, they mentioned to us that they were having some difficulty regarding fans who may be passing out. They've been able, of course, to handle all that situation, plenty of water available for people, but this is some pretty intense heat we get in Texas. It's just noon right now. It's only going to get worse as the day goes on, but there was some concern for a while before the plane landed that this might be a problem for fans. We don't have an exact number of the people who actually were injured by the heat, but we have some idea that some, at least, who have gathered here passed out earlier today.
Wow. Yes, and you can see on the screen it says 91 degrees, but Greg Fields, who is here in the studio, says it's actually about 92 degrees, so we need to bump that up one notch. And so if folks are going to try to go out and celebrate, just remember to wear your light clothing and take plenty of water and sunscreen as well, because the heat can be dangerous, and we know this is a joyous occasion, but keep that in mind and be careful. And a little later here we will go to Greg Fields and he'll give us an update. We're hoping later on in the week it could be cooler, but I doubt it. It'll still be hot, and we'll take it. We'll take it because it's the Mavericks and the celebration.
The dirt continues to walk the line there. This is the fence at Love Field. A number of fans have been gathering there all morning long. They wanted to greet the team as they returned. They got back from Miami about half an hour ago, landed at Love Field. They're still there talking, some of the players taking pictures with some of the fans. Dirk again making the rounds as he's walking along this fence at Love Field. That's the picture on the right-hand side. The picture on the left-hand side is another angle from Love